More than mere Prime Minister, Narendra Modi is an idea, an election manifesto. Statesman, candidate, and slogan all in one. And 5 years later, he can still pack them in. His supporters fall. The bluster, the 56-inch chest. And 300 meters from his residence, they can't get enough of his face. We want a strong leader, not a weak one, says Abhishek Singh. For us, Modi is actually a tiger. Modi preferred Chodikar, or security guard, after a February suicide attack in Kashmir led him to order airstrikes on Pakistan.
He is a veteran campaigner. He knows what works, what doesn't work.
But if, as many here believe, the election was a referendum on Modi, then in the Khan household, the vote is an emphatic no. Jabuna Khan's husband was lynched by so-called cow vigilantes, who have increasingly used violence, often against Muslims, to protect the sacred Hindu symbol. Someone actually filmed while Khan and his son were beaten. Their crime, buying and then transporting dairy cows to his farm. Khan died 2 days later. Jabuna Khan wants justice. I can't say how this happened, she says. I've never seen this before. Now we're in such a bad situation. To blame, say critics, is the country's nationalist mood under Modi, testing the secular vision its founders had intended, but also boosting his prospects. Exit polls, which aren't official, suggest the coming of Modi 2.0. He predicted it here last week. It was at his first press conference in 5 years, and he took no questions.
So this is the map as of 2014.
In those 5 years, asking questions has made life harder for some journalists, like those at The Wire. Their story about the rising fortunes of the BJP president's son since Modi became prime minister earned them a lawsuit. They've got some 14 others pending.
There is a sense in which democratic institutions have been weakened, democracy feels imperiled. We all feel constrained in one way or the other.
The original populist among today's world leaders can be both divider-in-chief, as Time magazine put it, and the incorruptible son of a tea seller. Nothing if not polarizing.
He's unsettled the status quo in terms of that there was a certain elite which was running the country, and he has unnerved them. He has disturbed a lot of cozy relationships and networks which have been there.
The tone of the past 5 years has colored Ashok Bhowmik's art.
We have never gone through such a phase of hatred.
It's also pushed him to street protest and to sign a letter urging people to vote Modi out.
That action is very much required. Alone painting would not do. Alone writing would not do.
Challengers had pinned their hopes on this election and will wait until Thursday for final results. But believers in Modi 2.0 are preparing for a celebration. The next prime minister will lead India in marking 75 years of independence as a secular, strikingly diverse country. This is an election that some call a battle for India's soul. Nala Ayed, CBC News, New Delhi.
And consider the logistical challenges of the Indian election, with 900 million eligible voters spread across the vast country. Every vote is entered into one of these voting machines. 11 million government workers responsible for getting those machines to even the most remote area. And the cost of the election? $9.5 billion.